What if the woman you love isn't who you think she is? What if the loyalty you feel today is only there because she needs you and her situation benefits from your presence and her comfort depends on your consistency and her sense of security is tied to what you provide and her emotional balance leans on your stability and her attachment grows from convenience rather than conviction? And here is the real question: would she still protect what is sacred between you if she thought you would never find out, if there were no consequences, no exposure, no loss, no judgment, and no risk to her image? Most men look for the wrong signs. They measure love by words, by affection, by reassurance, by how good it feels when things are going well, and by how calm the surface appears when life is easy, but real character is not revealed in comfort. It is exposed in silence. It shows itself when there is nothing to gain and nothing to lose. There are only two moments that show you who she truly is, two quiet hidden tests that will tell you more than years of conversation ever could, because words can be rehearsed, emotions can be displayed, and promises can be spoken. But behavior in silence cannot be faked. If you want to know whether her love is real or just convenient, watch closely, because after this, you will never look at a relationship the same way again. One, how she holds her freedom when no one is watching. The first test isn't in what she says to you, or even how she treats you when you are present. It is in what she chooses to do in the private moments, the ones you will never see unless truth accidentally slips through a crack. A woman can wear loyalty like an outfit. She can put it on in public, wear it proudly when she knows eyes are on her and make sure it is perfectly styled for the world to see. But the question is, does she take it off the second the door closes when she is unobserved? Does she guard the bond you share like it is sacred? Or does she entertain attention she would hide from you? Does she protect your connection when temptation appears? Or does she test boundaries for excitement? Does she treat her relationship like a treasure built on trust or a convenience used when it suits her? Some women confuse freedom with permission. They think being unmonitored is a chance to bend rules, blur lines, or open little emotional doors for strangers to step through, and they justify it as harmless curiosity or personal expression. But here is the truth: freedom does not create betrayal, it reveals it. It simply magnifies whatever was already inside her intentions. Do not change when no one is watching, they become clearer. If her loyalty is genuine, it will stand in silence. If it is only a performance, the mask will slip when there is no one to impress. The kind of woman worth trusting does not need supervision to be faithful. She does not see commitment as a cage. She sees it as a code she lives by. Whether anyone is watching or not, her integrity is self-sustaining. Her values guide her. Even in isolation, she is the same behind closed doors as she is in public, not because she fears being caught, but because her principles do not depend on an audience. If you want to know who she is, do not just watch her when she is with you. Notice what kind of person she becomes when the world is not looking. That is when the truth speaks silently but clearly. To how she treats you when she does not need you anymore. The second test is quiet. So quiet most men miss it. It comes at a very specific moment in a relationship when she no longer needs you, not financially, not emotionally, not socially, when she has found her own rhythm, her own stability, and realizes she can stand on her own 2 feet without leaning on you when independence replaces dependence. This is when her character comes into sharp focus for some women. Kindness is tied to benefit. Their affection is fueled by gain. They hold you close when you are part of their safety net, when you solve problems, provide comfort, or offer stability. But the second they feel self-sufficient, their tone changes. The patience you once knew fades. The effort declines, and your presence becomes optional, even inconvenient. They may not say it outright, but their actions make it clear you are valued more for your role than for who you are. Then there is the rare kind. These women are anchored in grace and consistency. They treat you with the same respect in independence as they did in dependence. They do not rewrite the past because the present has changed. They do not shift from warmth to coldness just because you are no longer necessary to their comfort. They may not need you, but they still see. You still acknowledge your worth, still honor the history you have shared, still speak your name with the same kindness as before. This is the truth. The way she treats you when she no longer gains from you is the most honest measure of her character. Benefits can inspire affection in anyone, but respect, care, and loyalty without incentive, that is rare. That is, real character is not revealed in the loud moments. It is not in the romantic gestures, the displayed images, or the perfectly timed words of devotion. It is in the small, unguarded spaces, the moments she thinks no one is paying attention. If you really want to know a woman's truth, you do not need endless tests, dramatic conversations, or arguments to expose her intentions. You only need to observe two things: how she handles her freedom when no one is watching, and how she treats you when she does not need you anymore. Because in those moments, the masks drop, the performances end, and the incentives disappear. What is left is who she truly is, without filters, without audience, and without reward. And that is when you will see whether you have been loved or leveraged, whether she is anchored in values or driven by convenience. A woman of depth and grace will protect what is sacred in silence and will honor you even when her life no longer depends on you. That is the kind of loyalty you never have to test twice. So watch closely, not with suspicion, but with wisdom. And remember, love is easy to claim when it is needed, but respect without need, that is the real thing. And when you find it, never take it for granted.